Okay, so this whole section is going to be on linear equations and graphing them. So the first example asks, determine whether each equation is a linear equation in two variables. So what we need to do is look at each equation and see which one of these is a linear equation that is going to be diagonal. So looking at this, we have 3x plus 2.7y equals negative 5.3. This is what we would call, and it's up here in definition 7, says the standard form. A linear equation in the standard form is one with two variables, so we would say that yes. Now looking at B, also has two variables, but this is not a linear equation. We would have this as a quadratic equation because of the exponent, meaning it would look like a U. So this is not a linear equation. Next, we have y equals 12, which would actually give us a horizontal line like this. And it's not in two variables because we don't have an x value there. So therefore, we would say that no, this is not. And then finally, we have 5x is equal to 3y, which again, in two variables, would give us a graph with a diagonal. So yes, this is a linear equation in two variables. Now, knowing all that, let's practice graphing our linear equations. So if we see x plus 3y is equal to 9, what we can do is use a table like we do in this situation to find three points that will help us graph this line. So let's start by plugging in 0. If we plug in 0 for x, then we have 0 plus 3y is equal to 9. So because of 0, that goes away. We have 3y is equal to 9. And to get y by itself, we divide both sides by 3. So y is equal to 3. So that means that 0 and 3 would be a point on this graph. So 0 and 3. And we can solve for the other parts of the equation as well. Negative 1 plus 3y is equal to 9. If we solve this, we add 1 to both sides. So that's 3y is equal to 9 plus 1, which is 10. And then we divide both of these by 3. Now this gives us a decimal, so we could just leave it like that as a fraction. So negative 1 and then 10 over 3, which comes out to about 3 point something. So 1, 2, 3, or negative 1 and then 1, 2, 3, should be somewhere around there. And finally, we can have 1 plus 3y is equal to 9. Same steps as the other one, but instead of adding, we're subtracting here. And we're going to divide both sides by 3. So y is equal to 8 over 3. And so 1 and then about 2.6. So 1 and 2.6 gives us a point right about there. And we can connect those 3 points with a graph.